From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Afternoon Edition.
And right now on the Afternoon Edition, the stage is set for tonight's GOP presidential debate. Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Yamamoto. Right now, 7 Republican presidential candidates are getting ready for their second debate tonight. This will happen in Southern California. But once again, the frontrunner for the GOP nomination, former President Donald Trump, will be a no-show. Kara Finstrom is in Simi Valley with a preview.
Folks across the country will have their eyes on Simi Valley here and that presidential library at the top of the hill as this second debate fires up. Choosing to stay out of the debate spotlight again, GOP frontrunner, former President Donald Trump, he will be in Michigan. Take a look. A CBS poll asked likely GOP primary voters how they are weighing his candidacy right now. The percentage only considering Trump, 20 and 23% in Iowa and New Hampshire. Those looking at Trump and other candidates, 48 and 43%, and those not considering Trump, 31 and 34%. Let's give you a look now at who will take part. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, former Vice President Mike Pence, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. They all met the heightened polling and fundraising standards. The goal of these events to help voters whittle down the playing field, and crews here at the Ronald Reagan Library, take a look. They have been busy preparing and securing it. Hot topics are expected to be immigration, a possible government shutdown, abortion, and Trump's fitness for office. Everything gets underway here at 6 o'clock tonight. Back to you.
And happening right now, President Biden will meet with his tech council in San Francisco. The president is expected to preview a new artificial intelligence executive order. It will reportedly seize the opportunities and manage the risks posted by AI. Biden is also planning to announce $100 million in new funding for health technology research. The president will also attend 2 campaign receptions in the Bay Area before heading to Phoenix later on this evening. Now to Capitol Hill, where there are dueling strategies today in the Republican-controlled House and the Democratic-controlled Senate as lawmakers tried to avoid a potential federal government shutdown by October 1st. House Republicans yesterday voted to move 4 spending bills one step further in the race to avoid a shutdown, but time is running out with government funding set to dry up by the end of the week. Those 4 House GOP bills, which fund the Department of Defense, Homeland Security, State Department, and Department of Agriculture, contain deep spending cuts that Republicans have been pushing for, but they're not expected to get past the Democratic-controlled Senate.
I want to keep the government open. I want to do the job.
This shows we can work together.
The Senate also overwhelmingly voted to bring up its own bipartisan short-term spending bill known as a continuing resolution. That measure would keep government funded through mid-November, includes billions of dollars towards disaster relief and Ukraine funding, which is a non-starter for hard-right House conservatives. Okay, first alert weather right now. Here's a live look outside San Jose, a clear sunny day outside. Meteorologist Darren Peck is tracking what we can expect.
This is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We are working our way up towards perfectly average temperatures for daytime highs. So I'll just give you the overview on what our Wednesday afternoon looks like when we top out. And it's numbers that are mainly in the low 80s for the South Bay. We'll make it to the low 80s for the Tri-Valley as well. There's just a lot of low 80s this time of year. San Francisco, your average for this time of year comes in right at about 71, and that's pretty much right where you'll be. Inland Contra Costa numbers are also right on the mark, and of course, the North Bay having warmed up into the low and mid 80s today is also pretty much right on the mark for where you should be. There's an interesting change in the forecast for Saturday. We're still tracking this opportunity for light rain. So when we get together in the complete first alert forecast, we're going to time out the likelihood for this, and we'll talk about what the potential totals could be from this 10% chance of rain.
All right, thanks, Darren. Well, this afternoon, a major win for Hollywood writers after nearly 5 months. Hollywood writers can once again pick up their pens. The strike declared over last night after board members for the Writers Guild of America approved a new contract agreement with studios. That 3-year deal includes better upfront pay and an agreement on residual compensation based on the popularity of streaming shows. On the issue of artificial intelligence, AI cannot write or rewrite scripts, nor can it create source material. language for novels or video games that writers adapt into scripts. Another win for the Guild required staff minimums.
The idea that there would be some protection to make sure that writing staffs continue to be robust, that there's some sort of guidelines to protect some of these jobs. That's a big win for the Writers Guild.
And the writers still have to vote to ratify the contract earlier next month, but they can work during that process. Late night talk shows, the first to go dark could be the first to return. Meanwhile, actors who remain on strike, their negotiations have stalled. And here's a look at some of our other top stories this afternoon. To try and stop deadly pedestrian accidents, San Francisco is considering banning drivers from making right turns at red lights. City Supervisor Dean Preston is set to introduce the resolution today. His district, the Tenderloin, already bans rights on reds. If this proposal is passed, it would apply to intersections citywide. That push comes after a few months after a 4-year-old girl was hit and killed at the corner of 4th and King Streets. In Morgan Hill, crews are making significant progress on the new water tunnel release near Anderson Dam. Boom goes the dynamite. That's them using the dynamite to pass through the bedrock. Water officials say they're about halfway done with the 1,700-foot tunnel, which is roughly the length of 5.5 football fields. Pretty cool there. It will help release water from the reservoir more quickly in an event of an earthquake, winter storm, or other emergency. Work on the tunnel started last November and is expected to finish late next year. And in Oakland, crews continued and contained a fire at a Rotary Nature Center. This is along Lake Merritt. 20 firefighters responded to that blaze just before 7:30 last night on Bellevue Avenue. No word yet on a cause.